EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw on 3rd down, Simpson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
from the gun. Simpson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Simpson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Mon looks to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for New England. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
Sliding out of the pocket. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
He's got a man, complete. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
The score, Raiders 14, Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Simpson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Simpson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mond out of the shotgun. That's swung out wide to Harris. And just shedding him off there. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
That's good for Patriots. First down. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. A giant hole up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down, Simpson.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Simpson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Rainey, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Simpson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Simpson going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down.
Mon now off of play action.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Rainey. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They want...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Las Vegas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Simpson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Simpson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bond going to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake, Mon
Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Rainey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. First down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. Simpson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to throw. Simpson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Mond. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let...
Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a give right side. Rainey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Simpson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Paris Campbell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Monstro there taken in by Smith. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. Simpson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Simpson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Hart. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Patriots 35.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. throwing on first down. Simpson, he finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up.
And got his man, complete. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously won with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.